Hi, I'm Tina Spangler with TLC Barrel Horse Training in Groveland, Florida. And this is Tara. She's a 5-year-old. She's small for her age, but she's already had someone put a handle on her, good basics. She's quick and catty, for stopping and roll backing and her leads and such. She's pretty soft and supple laterally. Someone put her on the barrels already too, and I haven't done any of that with her yet, but before I'm going to ride her, just based on her evaluation when she came in, she's extremely sensitive, so much so that when you step off of her, she jumps and runs away from you. So she's been sitting for a few months, growing a little, filling out a little, and so maybe it's just because she's been sitting, maybe it's just because she just met me, maybe it happened with her owner too, so more than likely it's because she is so sensitive and she's a little overreactive to everything. So I'm going to spend some time with this mare bonding on the ground and desensitizing her because she's afraid of a lot of the stuff I've already put at her, ropes and whips and things like that. And the right side of her, she doesn't like being handled on the right side. You can't get on her from the right side. She's scared to death of that. So for me to be safe and for her to feel confident, I really feel like the groundwork is where she needs to start. So again, I make that decision on evaluation of the horse's move-in, what they need. I'm going to show you this as part 2 of my desensitizing because this mare is a lot more scared than part 1 with my other horse, Runaway Briscoe, the Palomino. So this is part 2 with a more nervous horse, how to handle them when they're moving around and you're trying to sack them out. Okay? So first thing, again, we're going to start on the left side. Most horses are more confident on the left side because ever since they're a baby, they're haltered on the left, they're petted on the left, they're led on the left. A lot of people don't do a lot on the right, except maybe the farrier, and brushing them. So I would say spend more time on the right side. Learn how to get on and off on the right side of your horse, things like that. As you notice, she flinches just when I touch her with the whip. So I'm going over her big body parts, letting her know she's okay. Because she's more fractious, I'm making sure I have a hold of her here. She's a little bit sensitive, so now I'm going to go through the scary parts of her feet, her belly. She's paying attention, she's not overly worried, she's not moving. Back legs, she's a little more worried back here. But you could be out trail riding, get hung up in some wire, and you don't want your horse freaking out. You want him to just stand still until you can get off and get him out of it. So you do want to get your horse nice and quiet to all these things. Next thing I'm going to do is throw the tail over her shoulder and tell her whoa. Notice her head going up. She's a little concerned. Throw it over the saddle. She's thinking of moving. I'm going to bump her and ask her to whoa, but I'm not going to stop. I'm throwing the whip over until she stops moving. The 2 plus 2 should always equal 4, meaning there should only be one right answer. And that right answer is to whoa and not move her feet and try to deal with this. Okay, her feet didn't move. Whoops, they did. Again, so I'm going to whoa, keep asking her to whoa, but not stop what I'm doing. Just keep asking her to whoa. Easy, whoa. Whoa, good. That time she stopped moving, I'm going to quit. Pet her. Good girl. Taking the pressure off for the right answer will teach her that if she does the right thing, the pressure goes away. If she does the wrong thing, the pressure stays on until she tries to do the right thing. Okay, we're going to start over with that again. Good girl, Tara. Good girl. Whoa. Throwing it over her shoulder. And again, I personally wouldn't ride a horse that's this sensitive until she's more confident with what I'm doing, because it's just going to put us both in harm's way if she overreacts to something. And then if you have a bad experience, now she's throwing it on her leg, she wants to kick at the rope or move, so I'm going to say whoa, and I have to wait for the right answer. The only right answer is standing still, whoa, standing still while the rope goes on the leg. Perfect. Good girl. And now look her, she's licking and chewing. She's thinking about what just happened. Say, well, what did I do to get that to stop? And that's spooking in place, not moving around. Whoa. Whoa. Good girl. She already knows what whoa means. I've already lunged her left and right, and I know she knows the verbal word whoa. So I'm using that to let her know whoa is what needs to happen right now while we're sacking out in place. Whoa. Good girl. Whoa. Good girl. Whoa. Again, I'm going to go over her hip, her saddle, her shoulder. And I do it with the saddle because of the noise that it makes. Our butt slapping in the saddle is going to make a noise too. So they need to not be afraid of that sound. Whoa. Very good. She let me do all her muscle groups without moving, so I'm going to pet her for that. Whoa. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, I'm going to go back over the vulnerable areas. Her legs, her belly, and her back leg. Whoa. Very good. Very good. The last vulnerable area on the left side that I haven't approached is her face. So we're going to do that. Good. She's keeping her head down. That's great. Touch her on the top of her head. Touch her behind her ears. She doesn't mind that. Okay. You can also do it from in front of her as well. You can stand here, ask her to whoa, and touch her on her front shoulders. And of course, be out of striking range in case she was to strike out. Pet her on her shoulder. Toss the whip from side to side, saying whoa. Desensitizing, you use the word whoa. Sensitizing, you would cluck at them for movement. So you'd be sacking them out with movement. But I want to sack her out in place right now. So she's doing this really well. I'm going to pet her. Good girl. Now I'm going to go on to this side. And I know she's already a little bit more worried on this side. So I'm going to rub her big muscle groups first. Whoa. Good girl. Good. Holding the rope where if she was to leave, I could control her face so I don't get kicked or stepped on. Woo. Rubbing her butt. Rubbing her back. Very good. Rubbing her belly. Touching her front feet. Front and the back. Touching her back feet. Front side. And the back side. Whoa. Very nice. Good girl. She's a very sensitive filly, but extremely smart. When she figures out the right answer, she seems to have it quick. Licking and chewing. Happy right now. So now I'm going to throw the whip over the shoulder. Whoa. And yesterday she was really scared on this side. So she's doing much better than I anticipated she would with the whip. So this is great. Good girl. She's a quick learner. And I think about mares, and I ride a lot of mares. I love mares. I feel like they take longer to earn their trust and respect, but once you get it, they give you 100%. And I personally like their emotion. I like their heart and their try. I love a good gelding too, but there's just something about a mare that I just am really partial to for personal reasons. But I love all horses, so it doesn't matter, boy or girl. Now I'm going to go ahead and helicopter over her head. She's standing. This is wonderful. She was more worried on the other side, but she settled down once she figured out what 2 + 2 was equal 4, what the right answer is. She's letting me slap the ground around her. Good girl. Very nice. Good. So she's not worried about that. I'm going to take my lead rope now and rub her face with it. Make sure she's okay with that. Throw this over her shoulder. Throw it over the saddle. Woo. Throw it. Now she's starting to fidget. This is a heavier rope. Whoa. I'm getting closer to her. She's a little more worried. I'm going to just keep saying whoa. Very good. Throw it over her back. And I don't want to act all gingerly around her. Whoops, that was a little too hard. Good girl. Because I don't want her to feel like I have to be really scared around her, cautious around her. Now she's starting to move because she doesn't like this banging noise. So I'm going to wait till she stands. Whoa. Whoa. Good. Very good. Good girl. Very nice. So, and again, her sensitivity can be from sitting in the pasture for a while. Her think is best for her and for I to have a safe, strong relationship. Very good. Good. Now I'm going to show you, since I already know she's concerned on this side, I'm going to ask her to face flex. Whoa, whoa. Desensitizing her to me being on the right side. Asking her to flex. I stand behind the stirrup. She gives, pet her. Okay? I'm going to do that on this side because I want to teach her not to run off when I get in the stirrup. Whoa. 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 So she needs to learn to stand here and flex. Whoa. Whoa. Very good. Good. Her foot moves, so I'm going to do that again. Timing's everything in horsemanship. Apply the pressure. Wait for the right answer. The only right answer right now is her nose to my stirrup and no feet moving. So release, pet her. Good. Again. Whoa. Whoa. She's more worried about this than she was the stick. Whoa. 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 Good girl. Good. I don't like to get on a moving target, especially a little horse, because they're quick and catty and they're out from under you too quickly. Not like a big horse where you got a little bit of horse underneath you. So she needs to be standing still when you get on and get off for your safety. Whoa. And for hers. Whoa. So wait for her feet to stop moving. Whoa. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. So I'm going to take that one step further. Make sure her saddle's tight. Ask her to give her nose a little bit. I'm going to hold the horn here and just jump up and down. Make sure she's comfortable with that. She's not. So when she stops moving her feet, I'm going to stop jumping. Good. A little late there. Move back up here. Whoa. Whoa. The cue is to stand. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry, I'm trying to keep her in front of the camera. Whoa. 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 Very good. Release the pressure. Good. Back up here. So she just needs to get more comfortable with the rider getting on her and standing still. So by holding her mane and her nose, I have more control. If I want to put my foot in the stirrup, she's low to the ground. I can hold the mane and her halter, and I can bounce up and down, say whoa. When I step up, I can wait for her to stand still and step off. See how nervous she gets when I step off? I'm going to try to stay here till she stands. Good. I'm going to ask her to do it again. Good girl. Good girl. Whoa. It's very important I hold her face when she steps off so my ankle doesn't get hurt. Good girl. And her nose so I don't get kicked. Good. Very good. She should have been taught this a long time ago. Again, I don't know if it's new or old, but either way it needs to be fixed. Whoa. Good girl. Good girl. Very good.